So what is the slope in the electricity function given here below? The slope is the number in front of the variable on the right-hand side. So in this case, our slope is 1,000. So that answers the first part of the question. Explain what the value of the slope means in context of the given situation. So our 1,000 is our cost that we're increasing every year. So it's $1,000 per year and that's what we're increasing by. So we're increasing by $1,000 per year to run the electric heating and cooling system. So similarly, in part F, what is the slope of the gas function? So we use the gas function equation, and the number in front of the variable again is going to be our slope. So our slope is 800, and remember, slope is average rate of change. So it's going to be a fraction. It's going to be something per, and then some unit label, usually in a time unit of years, days, months, something like that. So when we explain what that value means, it's going to be, in this case, dollars, but not just $800, it's $800 per year. All right, so we're increasing, because it's positive, by $800 each year or per year to run, and this was our gas heating and cooling system. Okay. So again, when you're asked to find slope, don't forget it's not just dollars or a single amount. It's amount per, and then some unit label, some time unit label. And then you have to read back through the problem and see what that time unit is. For the next part, you're being asked to determine how many years will it take. So we're looking for our N value here before $42,000 has been spent on heating and cooling a home that uses electricity. So we go back to our electricity equation and plug in the 42,000 on the left side of the equation and solve for N. So it's 42,000 equals 5,000 plus 1,000 N. And again, we're going to solve. We're not just going to start plugging in for N and seeing what works. We're going to actually use some algebra here. So we leave this term alone that has the N in it and subtract off, because the 5,000 is positive on the right. We're going to subtract it from both sides. So we end up with 37,000 equals 1,000 N. And then it's hooked the 1,000 by multiplication to the N. So divide both sides by 1,000. And then go ahead and do that division. And you'll come up with N equals 37. Now you got to put a unit label on there. So we got to think back, what did the N represent? Well, the N was in years. So it's going to take you 37 years in order to get the 42,000 spent on heating and cooling a home. So determine how many years it'll take before 42,000 has been spent on heating and cooling a home that uses gas. So same idea, but you're using the gas equation now. So we're doing 42,000 again on the left side of the equation. We're taking out the g of n and putting in 42,000 equals 800. And now we're going to solve for n plus the 12,000. So again, we're solving for the n, so we're going to leave that term alone and subtract off the 12,000 first. Notice we've done a lot of always doing addition and subtraction property first before you do a division step. So I have 30,000 equals 800n. And then go ahead and do that division. And we should get 37.5. Now it doesn't say to round, so don't round, just write it as 37.5. And then again, don't forget the unit label. So in this case, 37.5 years.